Already 2 goals. 2 goals. I just got in from dinner with friends. I was getting the updates on my phone. Not a great start. Not a great start, but we'll see what happens. Bummer. 8 minutes left. Just about 8 minutes. Oh, I didn't realize Mason Marchment left the game. Game 4. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Just getting in from dinner with friends. We got some work to do. Thanks, everyone, for coming on in. I didn't even get to see the nightmare start while trying to find the TV. So, on TNT, they started this late. I guess what was it, Carolina? Who's Carolina playing? The Devils. New Jersey. I don't know who won that game earlier. I literally just got in from dinner. It's loud and what are they in American Airlines, right? American Airlines Arena. Are Canadians rooting for the Kraken? Okay. So the Hurricanes are playing New Jersey, but Carolina won the game? Is that what it is? Wasn't Carolina up? How many games have they played? I can look it up. But is that series over?
Alex, we talked to DeBoer this morning about him and said it was a little bit of an adjustment period for him, as it is, often for many players at the deadline being acquired to new teams and new systems. But Domi has certainly responded fast.
That's what I thought. Oh, Carolina won and moving on in overtime. Oh, man, Jersey eliminated. I mean, I did some work with New Jersey, obviously, on their broadcast, so got to know some of their comms people. That's unfortunate. Because it was like 3-1, right? Obviously, they got a fourth win. Carolina. I don't often watch the Hurricanes, but I mean, obviously there's a little bit of history with Ronnie Francis, Geeky, and the like. Nice. Hand pass. Huh. I don't like that. Okay, it was 3-1. The series was 3-1. And it was an OT win for Carolina. Were they at home? I feel like I kind of knew that. It's game 4. 5. Well, then no. I don't know. I can just look this stuff up. I don't know. Very young. They made a huge leap that no one expected. Kind of like Seattle. We're not young like them, but
chips it to the far corner. Susie keep it alive for Seattle, but Hayes getting there to lift it out. And Alex, you're talking about the different line combinations. They've had a luxury, right? Because Karchi has come up and played well, but they've got lots of good choices. And I know Catherine, right, had some other insights on McCann. Yeah, he told me this morning it took about an entire period just to get his legs to feel good in that game 4 the other night against.
just letting my friends know I got back to my hotel, because we try to be responsible adults. So I apologize. This is not very entertaining, but let me just text them real quick.
Taking the puck into traffic, getting into those tough areas against the wall, and staying on the puck in those situations. So far, has been down the 4th line for Seattle to begin the game.
So I know I saw in some of the comments people talking about was it you, Striatic, who sent me the stats, right? That you saw a graphic on the stats about Ty Cartier playing up on that top line, not wanting to break up the chemistry. We'll see. We'll see how this game goes, because we saw that McCann he took some shifts. He definitely took some shifts on that top pair. But I missed the first 2 goals, but looks a little stagnant on the Seattle side of things. I'm not seeing the energy I would have wanted. Now they're down 2 goals already, so there you go. They always want to make it tough on us. They always make it tough on us. It can never be easy. I don't know where my card is. There we go. Got like a Mary Poppins bag. Can't ever find anything in there. All right. This hotel room, you can probably see there's like a million pillows on the bed. So I just put them over there because I don't know where else to put them. There's a beige pillow right there. Those are like 3. They look really, it looks like there's 3 pillows. That's 3 different pillows right there. It's too many. It's too many pillows. Do your thing, Megan. Huh. This is an interesting question. So, I'll first say it depends on who you ask. But apparently, there is a part of the United States called the Great Plains. And Tulsa and Oklahoma are in the Great Plains. So is that the South? Is it the Midwest? Honestly, I have no idea, because what we delineate as the Midwest, I think, was given its name before we actually started going west-west. So now the Midwest is really just the Western East Coast, as far as I'm concerned. But, ooh, nice, Groovy. See, I didn't know until I moved there that Great Plains was even a thing. But yeah, Tulsa is in the Great Plains. Aha. Yeah, that. All right. Had my post-dinner snack. It was delicious. Great Plains. That's it. Great Plains. I'll be back in the Great Plains on Saturday. Oh, it's been nice to be in Chicago. Ottinger getting a little feisty. Ooh. Ooh.
Two nice passes by Schwartz. The offensive zone's his 100th career playoff game.
Nice passing, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We're really living that dump and chase life. The first hockey team I watched through a whole season, and it was only like 10 or so games because it was a women's league, but was the Riveters, and they dumped and chased, but they weren't good at it. So for me, the dump and chase is kind of, it just reminds me of not great hockey. But that's what Seattle often has to do, right? Get the puck down deep. I wish they'd play below the goal line a little more. I've been talking about that. Jaden Schwartz has actually been a player that's doing that. So slow. The game is a weird, I don't know. Like I said, I came in about halfway through the first. Below the goal line, Eberle, let's go. It's loud in American Airlines. 2:22 left. Make a wish. I wish for a Seattle Kraken goal in this period. That's what I wish for. I didn't see them either. What say you? What says the group? Were they weak goals? I don't really think he's given up a weak one so per se in this. Not one that I think is entirely his fault anyway. If he sees it, he's been stopping it. I think he embellished on that non-goalie interference call. So, if he gets the call, it's a good play. But they didn't get the call, so now I'm kind of like, Rrr. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I didn't see them. I'm going to have to wait on the replay. My hair is growing. I know I say that all the time. It's just wild to me. Got my alfalfa curl just hanging out here. Sometimes it's here. Sometimes it's up, literally up like this. But I would love it to go right in this little pocket. I've got a little pocket of hair that's just a little... would love to cover up that spot so it doesn't look like I'm bald. There it goes. Oh, we've got unicorn now. Curls, man. Curls. What can you do? He looked a little dazed at the speed, in my opinion. He's put in a lot of work. Well, I got to see. I want to see. I believe it because I do think Gruby can give up soft goals. I just don't know. I didn't see them, and they haven't shown a replay of the goals. 1:08 left. Shots on goal are 13-5. One minute remaining in the first period. There was McCann. So in the first period, I didn't get to it in the last two episodes, but there was an article, I think for the Seattle Times. I don't know if Jeff or Kate wrote it, but talking about Jared McCann coming back, kind of how he has to play a little bit more physical just as he's getting the rest of his game back. So it's tough. It's tough. That's why I don't think any of us in the chat, we were upset that We saw Jones in the third period the other night. You know, I think now that we're deep into this series, I don't know that you see Jones. If you're going to do that, and I talked about it before the Colorado series, I think if you're going to give a goaltender who's like you're playing the backup goaltender role, if you're going to give them a game, I'd give it to them early. You know, give them the early game, and then if it doesn't go your way, you can still adjust. That's what I would do. 2-0. 2-0. Ooh. Lundqvist. Oh my goodness. My man is wearing a 3-piece suit. Oh, baby. What is that? Powder blue, maybe? A little powder blue. So they're showing the goals. The second one was a little weird. Second one looked a little weird. I mean, the other risk you run though is now late in a series where you need these wins. It's basically a 3-game series now. Now you're riding a goaltender that has not been playing. I think I said it. Was it on the live or on Wednesday's episode? Another thing that I would be okay with is if you give Jones the start and he has a short leash to give Grubauer some rest. But how much rest is it if you know that you have to be ready? I don't know. Can you give him a full game off? I think it's tough. I think it's going to be tough at this juncture to give him a full game off. I think they could have managed that early in the series. And they didn't. Maybe even in that 7-2 game, right? We didn't see Martin Jones in that game. It was 7-2, right? Yeah. Game 3, 7-2. So I think you got to go with it now. I feel like I didn't even see this, but I'm kind of answering this. I just think it's tough. In theory, Jones should be fine. He had a serviceable performance, stopped everything that he saw in game 4. You need to win 2 of the next 3. Grubauer has been fantastic. It just seems like a high ask across the board to have Jones come in now and take those minutes. It seems like you either have to split the game, which is weird for momentum and stuff, or you give Jones a start but just have Gruby essentially go through the day like he's gonna play at any given time. It's tough. I think it should have happened soon. It should have happened already, and they could have done it tonight. I don't know. It's just tough. It maybe if you win tonight, maybe you start Martin Jones at home for game 6. If you win tonight, I think you have some options. If we lose tonight, I don't think, unless Philip Grubauer is really, really exhausted, it's tough. It's not an ideal situation. If it were me, I would have gotten Jones in earlier. I would have gotten Jones in the last series. That's just me. So it's hard for me now to backtrack. But I would say if this game gets out of hand, put Jones in. If we win this game, start Jones. If we lose or it stays tight, you go with Gruby. That's my thought. Yeah. I mean, it's not ideal, but You have to ride who got you there. And who got us to where we are in the playoffs is Philip Grubauer. So, yeah, I would have liked to see Jones in the Avs series. I think I talked about that with Chris from Locked on Avs. So the first one looks like Gruby was screened. I think he got a piece of it. Is that what I saw? That he got a little piece of it? Tough. Yeah, exactly. I don't think, unless Grubauer really says he needs the rest, and I mean, is he going to say that? I don't know. I don't know how he communicates with his staff. I think you go with him. In game, you have a little more leeway and flexibility, and you can maybe make a decision for him. But if he says he's good, I mean, he's an adult, he's a professional. You gotta go with what he's saying. So that first one looks like, oh, here's another angle. Or is this going to be the second one? Well, it's the first one. Looks like he got screened. What are they saying on, what's Henrik Lundqvist saying? Second one, he just got beat. Looks like he got beat. Uh-oh, you were ready to pull Gruby after the second one. Oh, man. Here's the thing. That second one I didn't love. I need to maybe see another angle. Oh, wait. Henrik Lundqvist is talking. Damn, this is a nice suit. He's too good. He's going to stop every of those shots. So they need to find a way. His suit is so nice. Oh my goodness. Henrik Lundqvist is the type of man that spoils things for other men, in that I am indifferent about suits generally speaking, but the way he wears a suit, I'm like, every man always, for all occasions, needs to wear a suit. It's a good suit. It's a good tie. It's a good color on him. It's well tailored. Who is his tailor? He should share that. There's a silkiness to his shirt. Fantastic. Fantastic. 3-piece suit. This is a dapper man. This is a dapper man. Demoralize them in Dallas. This is usually Seattle's game. This is their type of game, but I don't know what's going on. Storm Surge. They still do that, huh? That's cute. Hell has frozen over. The Canes account has been having so much fun just poking fun at the Devils and little puns with their graphics. Seattle Kraken, I like that our social, we don't really poke fun too much at other teams. Or if we do, you can tell it's a joke. But except for Bowie, which I love, and Paul Bissonnette. What a gentleman. What an odd man. I'm glad it seems like he maybe made nice with Bowie. There was a time there, I was like, dude, please. It's enough. The gimmick is up. Where's my other earring? All right, we're going to do one of these and one of these because I don't know where my other earring is right now. It's not in my little bag. We'll see. See how this goes. Speaking of Bowie, there you go. Dave Haxtell does look nice in a suit. I would argue, though, that his suits are not as well tailored as Henrik Lundqvist's, nor do they vary in pushing the envelope when it comes to style. Serviceable suit, gets the job done, makes him look extremely professional. And I do think there's tailoring because Dave Haxtell likes his clothes to fit him very well. They're not too tight. They're definitely not baggy. But they fit his body frame very, very well. He definitely does a good job when it comes to getting sizing right for his body type. That being said, Henrik Lundqvist, I mean, this man has a powder blue suit on with a polka dot tie and a white, silky looking shirt. I don't know what kind of watch that is, but I've noticed his watch. He's like a walking advertisement right now. I have no need to wear any of his things, but I just want to know what they are because they look very good. How do you feel about taking a goalie with one of our second round picks? If we get another good goalie, we can have a good rotation and Grew wouldn't be overworked. This is interesting because we signed a goalie the other day. Now he's signed to an entry level, so that means he's going through Coachella Valley. So then you have Drieger, Grubauer. They're on long-term contracts, right? We don't know what's happening with Martin Jones after this year. Then you have Decord. Why am I forgetting his last name right now? Chris. Not Drieger. I already said Drieger. I can't remember. The black guy. That sounds weird, but you know what I mean. Gibson, right? Chris Gibson, is that it? I think so. And then there's a few. We have one or two goalie prospects in the pipeline, and then we signed one. There was an announcement last week, this week. We've had a few. I haven't talked about it. I need to do a better job with that, but I haven't talked about it on the podcast or like in the postseason. But yeah, there's been a goalie. Anyway, all of that to say, how would I feel about taking a goalie? So I wanted to run through the goalies that I think we have in the pipeline. Oh, I honestly don't know. I don't know. I'm a little bit unclear about what our goalie situation is going to be in the future. Chris Drieger just hasn't been healthy. That's been a huge issue. Chris Drieger isn't healthy. Martin Jones was really good, and then he was a little less reliable later in the season. Joey Decord is getting there. I wonder if the Seattle Kraken are going to give him enough time to develop. I mean, he's crushing it in the AHL, but, you know, and maybe that depends what they do with Drieger. Maybe that depends what happens with Jones. I don't know. Goalies are tough, right? Because now, granted, I'll say this from the women's side of things. I would imagine it's very similar. But with a goaltender, obviously there are less jobs because you don't roll 5 goaltenders deep in a game, or at least you really don't want to. You know, you've got one goaltender. They put in a lot of work. And if you're lucky, you're on a team that really believes in more of a tandem. But you also have to develop goalies, and because you only have 2 goalies on the ice at one time, that can be tough. If you have a lot of goalies in your pipeline, then how are you getting them reps? Where are they getting those reps in the NHL versus the AHL versus somewhere else? And then if they're doing it somewhere else, how much are you, in this case, as the Seattle Kraken, getting a chance to develop them, to create the prototype that is going to fit the team, who's going to stay healthy? I don't know that I'm kind of talking, I'm thinking about this out loud, and I think I would say no. That being said, do the goalies that we have in our system and in our pipeline, are those the right goaltenders? Because that's another thing. You can be a great goaltender, but if you're not given opportunity to play, like I think of Erin Frankel on the women's national team, they sat her on the bench, didn't bring her up, and then now, she was their go-to in this last tournament. I don't know. Oh no, feel better, John. I'm sorry that you have a migraine. Yeah, what does Dreeg's contract look like? He's with the Firebirds. Do you think he has a chance to go back with the Kraken in the future? Yeah, he's with the Firebirds because he's doing essentially a rehab assignment in the AHL. I think he has. Well, I'll just look it up. I'm gonna say the wrong thing. But I feel like he's got anywhere from a 3 to 5 year contract. Let's see. Ooh, I'm tired today. All right, let's see. Defense, goalies. Drieger. Yeah, he's a UFA in 24-25. So we have him on contract next season, and he's a UFA in 24-25. Philip Grubauer, we have through 27-28. So, we gave away big contracts to goaltending early on. 3.5 AAV for Drieger. And yeah, Martin Jones is a free agent next year. So yeah. So I'm going to say no. I don't think I would want them to take a goalie, especially because for me, the pathway to developing that goalie is unclear. I guess maybe it depends on, because you still have time. I forget how much time prospects have in theory. I mean, they could go in right away, but they still have some time. So I don't know. We can afford it. Yeah. Interesting. Teams often draft a goalie per year. The where they get drafted varies considerably. Yeah, now that makes sense. A second round, if you're a second round goalie, I think that you still really need to be high level, ready to go. And I don't know that we have room for that. I think spending a second depends a bit on how the goalie prospect Nicholas Coco is progressing. Yeah. Goalies often take until draft plus 4 to 5 exactly to make the NHL. So even a high goalie draft pick won't fill immediate needs. All right, here we go. I think we got to wake up a little bit. Of course it's Joe Pavelski. Ugh. Getting tired of that man's name. Yeah, I don't think we need one. I think, I hear what Striatic is saying, though, too. And I mean, that makes a lot of sense. It does take a while. Goalies get hurt. And when they get hurt, you really need to fill those positions essentially throughout, right? It's just tough. It's tough for me to think that we need another goalie right now. And a second rounder, I don't know. You'd have to really have a lot of confidence in that goaltender, in my opinion. Jeez, Joe Pavelski. Ha, pool grew. I mean, at this point, I wouldn't be opposed to it if I'm being honest. I wouldn't be opposed to it. Just scored. Yeah, interesting. Because I'll be honest, when Jones is good, I like him best. That's the thing, that none of the backups have that consistency. I think Joey Decourt is just really young. I thought he made some improvements year to year. Obviously, he's been great in the AHL. I thought he did pretty well. Ooh, excuse me. Or I should say, I think there's improvements from his time in the NHL last year to his time in the NHL this year. But he's still got a lot to learn. Adam Larson. Uh-oh, where are you at? I'm at 1801 right now. Adam Larson. We do have picks. We still have picks. That is a true, very true story. All right. Ooh. Matty Beniers keeps that play going. Springs Ty Cartier to Everly. Ooh, and Larson getting up in the play. I love that. I love that for us. We needed that energy. Came through good passing, good team hockey. So let's see if that gets things going. Uh-oh, the chat's a little. I'm trying to figure out where everyone is. Yes, Jones is a free agent. That's what we just talked about. He was a 1-year contract. I can pull it up. I have Cap Friendly open. I think I sometimes would get confused if he or Schultz are on a 1-year. Is Schultz on a 1-year? No, he's on a 2-year. So he's a UFA, unrestricted free agent, 24-25. UFAs that we have coming up after this season: Carson Soucy, lots of trade rumors around him. Martin Jones, we talked about. Jesper Froden. Ryan Donato. Donnie Boy. Anyway, I'm fine. I'm totally fine. Totally fine. Morgan Geeky is an RFA. So is Daniel Sprung, Vince Dunn, Will Borgen, and Cale Fleury. So there you go. Jonas Donskoy and John Hayden, also UFAs. They're injured, but both UFAs. Interesting. So with the young talent coming in, how many of those guys are ready? I think some guys are losing spots this year. Jones, I think it's probably likely he doesn't come back, even though I like Jones. Like I said, I like Jones just period. Like as a human, he seems cool. But when he's good, he's good. But it's that consistency. Poor Chris Drieger. He just has not been healthy. Come on, boys. There he goes. Come on, boys. Stars goalie obviously did not have a great what was that, game 3? But that's gonna happen. Been pretty solid at times. That I was gonna say, where's the whistle? So they got a too many. Dallas scored their first 2 goals on their first 3 shots. Yeah, I mean, there hasn't been much consistency until the playoffs. Until the playoffs this year, there has not been any consistency in net for the Seattle Kraken. Some of that's injury, but that's going to happen. Joe's carrying us. Pavelski, you mean, I would imagine. And yes, the answer is yes. I love that we got some Dallas Stars fans here joining us. McCann back on the power play. That's a good thing to see. Oh! Good shot, good save. Oh! Come on! Jeez. Wow. I want to see that again. Interesting. That's interesting. I did not know this. I did not know he didn't have a quality start. That's an interesting stat. We'll see how this series plays out. But that's really interesting. Yes, exactly. Grubauer has struggled with consistency. We have not had a consistent goaltender. Again, injuries played a big part in that. I know that. I'm just calling a spade, right? Who's been our most consistent goaltender? Martin Jones early in the season and Philip Grubauer toward the back end, the very back end of the season and in the playoffs. I'm just calling it how I see it. I might need to switch I want to lounge a little more. All right, hang tight. Hanging tough. And sit down on all these freaking pillows I have. It's getting loud. It's getting loud. It's getting spicy too. All right. So many freaking pillows. Oh, Cartier. Cartier got carted away. What's up with this? It's so weird. All right, hold on. Hold on. That's better. Tolvi, yeah, there was some stuff brewing there for Seattle. Just couldn't convert on some things, but Dallas. We've been talking a lot about the Seattle penalty kill. Dallas has been giving us difficulty. Obviously, we can't score on the power play. I mean, also there's some of that's self-inflicted, but so much attention was given to Colorado, in my opinion, regarding their defense. Obviously, Seattle was able to figure some things out. We won the series. But Dallas, we talked about it for the live watch party for game one. Dallas, their energy is completely different and I think has a tendency maybe to overwhelm, but definitely to kind of excite and fatigue the Seattle Kraken. And they do so just with the energy that they bring. The Stranger Things guy being in these hockey commercials is so random. What are we looking at here? Are they going to show us the hit for the umpteenth time? Oh, that's their goal. Joe Pavelski. Most goals in a series, age 38 or older in NHL history. 7 goals. Done. Did he even get that shot on frame? Let's go. The comeback is happening. Let's go. Let's go. Ooh, just sneaks in. Now they're going to likely give this to Larson, although, again, there's no own goals in hockey, but I think that went off Dallas. Let's go. Talked about who's scoring. Before tonight, 4 defensemen, 4 of the 17 goals for Seattle have been by defensemen. And most of those was Justin Schultz. I'm curious to see where he lands. I think he's been solid for us. I like Schultz. I would like to get another high quality defender in free agency, maybe a trade next year, but I'd like to get one more really solid defender. Defender. Love it. Not done yet. Not done yet. That was quite the bounce. Big Cat, net front. You love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. Oh dear, he just fell. I'm at 11-11. Make a wish in the second period. Dallas 3, Seattle 2. Shots on goal 19-8 in favor of Seattle. Down a goal. Yeah. Boo. Hey, what do you say? I'm doing all right. Got in from dinner with some friends in Chicagoland. We went to an Ethiopian restaurant, which was super dope. So good. I am tired though, so if you see me struggling, I might switch my location a few times. Been a long day. But I got out to the lake. Walked around, I should say. Hand pass. I would agree. Get the momentum going. All right, so it looks like they're giving it to McCann. They do say, I thought it went off of Dallas. Defense is not doing well right now, keeping the puck on the other side. The ice has definitely tilted a little bit. It's just Seattle getting them a little more aggressive. They needed to. With McCann scoring, I think only a couple Kraken have not scored. It's true. Yeah, that sounds about right. Donnie boy! Just want good things for my Donnie boy. No, unfortunately, I cannot explain that. I just can't. Yeah. Ryan Donato, I would love to see him score. I would love to see him score. Max Domi is a mean player. You mean that like mean in a good way? Just asking. Ooh. I am so very tired. If ever I should start drinking coffee, today might be the day. But I'm not. All right, hold on. Let me just relocate again. I'm going to relocate, reposition, get more comfy. Should probably change. All right, let's just sit down in the regular chair. Froden, yeah, Froden. We haven't seen Froden. The lone player, yeah. Is that Catherine Tappan? It is Catherine Tappan. I like that pink jacket, Catherine Tappan. Interesting to hear Dave Haxtell saying, since the Seattle Kraken are in a hole, that he's putting Jared McCann with more familiar faces, because we talked about it. I guess it was at the end of the first, and certainly in the second here, we've seen McCann. Whoa, his little bubble was bugging out on the screen. We've seen McCann with Beniers and Eberle. Speaking of, McCann gave it up. Justin Schultz is he's so good. He's good in like an effortless way. He reminds me of Michel Picard, who played for the Riveters, also played at Harvard, also played on the penalty, Seattle. Interference. I was just saying, Justin, I like your game. Don't embarrass me like that. Good grief. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Yeah, sorry, the Mockingbird. I am not familiar with Jason Robert. I couldn't tell you. Jason Robert, don't know that person. Yeah, not a great power play. Yeah. Who's Jason Robert? Sorry to this man. I do not know this man. Certainly not enough to have an opinion on him or them. So they do give the goal to McCann. McCann had a little bit of a turnover there that I did not love. Wenberg was in the zone all by himself. Now Dallas getting some momentum. Let's go, boys. Shots 19-11. 3-2, though, is the score for Dallas. Ooh. Four on four for 42 more seconds. Dallas now. They'll have numbers if they hurry. This game is loco. Oh, Jason Robertson. I was like, I don't know who Jason Robert is. Yeah, Robertson. That's that. I know that name. I didn't know who Jason Robert was. I'm not even trying to be funny. I was like, I don't know who that player is. I think Robertson was a player that I had to watch in this series. I'm not sure. Oh, I can't remember if it was game 3, maybe game 4. Jason Robertson had some chances in front of net, but I haven't really noticed much about Jason Robertson in this particular series, and I don't watch the Stars that much, so I wouldn't really have an opinion outside of this series. but definitely a player I knew to watch. And if I remember, didn't Jason Robertson, am I making this up? Did he have a pretty solid season last year too? I feel like I vaguely remember that. Either way, a player that you have to scout, but I don't know that I've necessarily been locked into his game in this particular series. So those are my thoughts. Ooh, good stick. That was Susie. Yeah, there was a little bit. There was I forget what happened, and I think maybe did he get clipped or maybe hit in the face? Something happened in this series, and that was the first time that I remember Robertson. It was a nice move in front of net, but something weird happened. I can't remember exactly, or I honestly don't know if I'm remembering correctly. But yeah, haven't heard much of Robertson. Ever since you saying the pick and roll play should be allowed in hockey like basketball. I agree. Wait, are they not allowed? What does he mean? Pick and roll needs to be allowed? Well, first of all, a pick and roll in hockey would look completely different. But are you not allowed? So it's kind of like the weave. I think hockey's more effective. In soccer, you would call it like an overlapping run. But I like when players utilize the momentum and kind of weave in and out. So you're literally just taking the player's place once you pass the puck off. And it just creates a really nice movement. You're using the width of, in this case, the ice. But a pick and roll, I don't know what context to use that in, but I might need to listen. I might need to listen to it. Oh, I see. I see what he means. Now that makes sense. So, right. Okay. So it was after that penalty call. That makes more sense now. Yeah, because you can't make that contact. Yeah, it's interference. I see what you mean now. Now that makes more sense. I was like, I don't know the context. But not all picks in basketball, especially these days, you don't always make contact. But yes, you can make contact. Maybe you just lay in like, oh, come on, boys. McCann's passing is not sharp right now. That's 2 giveaways, and that's just from tonight. His passing's not great. Two-minute penalty.
Dallas, 4.5 to go in the second. Stanley Cup playoffs continue tomorrow with a doubleheader. The Maple Leafs look to stay alive against the Panthers. Vegas looks to gain the edge in a series that's tied 2 games apiece over Edmonton. On Saturday, Dallas and Seattle game 6. ESPN. 3-2 Dallas here, looking to take.
All right, 4:26. Seattle making us push. We'll see what the surge in the third looks like. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to take a stretch break, and I am going to do a quick change. Probably get one of my Chicago Red Stars polos on, get a little more comfy. So, Bjorkstrand is a pester. Is a pest. I don't know why I said pester. So we're going to do a stretch break at the end of this period. Okay? So we're going to use the first half of the intermission for a stretch break. I'm going to do a wardrobe change. I think I'm going to wear the blue Red Stars. It's a bigger size. My play-by-play partner didn't want it. I think that's what we're going to wear. We're going to have I was wearing the ESPNW hat earlier today. Might need to switch that. I'm going to find the other anchor earring and put that one in. So I've got some things to do at the intermission. So we've got, what, like 4 minutes, 3.5 minutes once we get back from commercial break.
And they don't even have to be identical. One pair can be practical and sturdy, while the other pair is super stylish and wildly good looking. Asking the right question can greatly impact your future.
I think that's part of it. It's also more difficult to mildly impair movement like in other sports. In basketball, a pick might delay someone a second, whereas in hockey, they go butt over. So I think you couldn't do it literally. And I guess he made that comment after the interference call. I think you can still do a pick and roll, but you just would have to do it as a hockey play. So what would that look like? It's maybe a little bit different. I think it maybe is a little bit more of like a weave, a traditional weave, or even a drop pass. If you do a drop pass correctly, it can be its own form of pick. And then if you or like a pick and pop or something like that, I think you can do it. I think it's not going to look exactly the same, but how can it? It's basketball versus hockey. It's like night and day. Because ice, exactly. Low places, is that what they were playing? My beer's away. I'll be okay. Or chase my blues away. Don't chase my beers away. Apparently, I love seeing lyrics wrong. Oh! Oh! Ah! What a chance! I did a full-on Homer Simpson. Dope! I can't believe. All right, reset. Look at Larson coming up. Larson playing the F1. Pace picked up. Ooh. I think that could have been a penalty. I'm okay with it as a no call. If it would have been a call, I would have understood too. Woo! Somehow got out of that one. Holy cannoli. Yes. Yes, that's correct. We were talking about that on the last live watch party. For anyone who's a Dallas fan, just hypothetically speaking, do you have a preference between Edmonton and the Vegas Golden Knights? We talked about it in the chat the other day. I think I said Vegas because I'm a little petty, but Vegas, like gooning it up, slashing people. I saw someone say it was like Adam Banks getting slashed in Mighty Ducks. I was like, oh man, that is an unfriendly memory. Ooh, great job picking up sticks. Great job on the back check. Cartier, that was a goal, baby. That's an amazing play. 1:30 left in the second period. Shots on goal are 22-14 in favor of Seattle. Dallas leads 3-2. Remember, we are taking a break immediately following this period for the intermission. Just talk amongst yourselves. Get your snacks.
4 or 5 attempts. Tried to get it out different ways. Pavelski had a high flip, and they're trying for the short pass, skating it out of the zone, but Seattle has had an answer over the last minute and a half, 2 minutes.
Yeah, well, I mean, again, Oilers, I don't care for. Wow, no penalty.
What do you see from the drive? Right out the outside, trying to gain that inside position.
40 seconds.
A good attempt.
Woo, good save by Grubauer with some traffic in front.
Half a minute remaining in the second. The NHL is now on Roblox. Lead your team to victory in this new fast-paced spin on hockey with NHL Blast. Explore today at NHL.com/blast. Ryan Suter, one of 16 members of that incredible 2003 draft class who have played in over 1,000 NHL games.
Either way, it's going to be tough. It's a totally different series from the Seattle perspective than what they've seen, in my opinion. Robertson, look at that.
You know, Dallas, they win the offensive draw here.
Robertson, look at that. There you go.
Robertson just drives to the net.
What did I say? Robertson, from what I've seen in this series, net front presence, pesky in front.
Decides to take it even further, right through the top of the crease. And the holding call. And now Dallas with a power play opportunity.
It's about 20 minutes on the clock, though.
Not easy to do against Ben.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, man. A last-ditch effort and a chance by Dallas. They certainly see some of that momentum back. All right. Camera going off, and I'm going on mute just for a minute. I'm going to switch outfits. Get your snacks, get your drinks, get more comfy. We're back for the third. Let's go, Kraken! I'm feeling not as great as I want to, but I'm going to put some faith in our team and our boys, all right? Let's see what happens in the third. See you in a little bit.
Hannah knowing that they had tired guys on the ice transitioning quick. Larson knowing that forward has his defensive spots where he can back off the defenseman, and just also Yanni doing that. But it's all in the
Did he say Yanni?
Separation with a beautiful acceleration. I'll just chime in there.
Oh dear. Paul Bissonnette. What an interesting character. Do you guys like the breakdown? I sometimes do, sometimes don't. I don't know. Let's go Kraken! You know what we need? We need some Kelsey Plum. Need that dog. We need someone to show they got that dog in them. Let's go. Let's go. Not me talking about Paul Bissonnette and then also getting super hype. Let's go Kraken. Let's go.
Are you okay?
I might have a jammer.
Listen, you know
How about 180 beats per minute? That's a lot, isn't it? 300.
Hank, when you go back to New York, I know the Rangers still looking for head coach. Spread the word. Okay.
Coach Biz. We need someone to fill off the water bottles. Look at me creating that separation. You proud of me, Mom? You proud of me?
What a character.
That's how you demo.
Cashback is good, but double cashback is even better. Supplement just all the cashback you earned at the end of your first year, which is cashback at its best.
Starting a new chapter can be the most thrilling thing in the world.
All right. Seattle Kraken.
How far we take an idea is a question.
We got some work to do. Thought the second period looked better from an energy perspective. Your hair is really growing all over the place. Haha. It's fine. Oh, here's the hat. I feel like a golfer. There goes the alfalfa curl. I almost don't want to mess with it. No hat. Making the executive decision. No hat. Whoops. It's the top. At least they're saying nice things about the Kraken. That is true. Where did I leave the remote? I feel like it's loud. This period could define our season. Maybe. But remember, momentum doesn't carry from game to game, so maybe not. Here we go. Let me turn this down a little. I think Seattle's got to get some energy. That's what's missing right now. Just got to get some energy. You know? Let me see. I know I keep fidgeting around. Trying to move. All right. Hold on. I'll be right back. Ha ha ha. Okay. Got to get some momentum. Got to get some energy. Net front presence. It's there. I mean, they demoed the whole thing for us, so that was nice. But it's a little bit, just needs a little more energy. It's not terrible. It's not great, obviously. I think if Seattle really comes out buzzing, they could take Dallas by surprise. because, well, quite frankly, we haven't been playing with much energy. Trying to get these matches going. Comment, new comment. Gotta get some determination. Dang right. Who are they talking to? Catherine Tappan. I like Catherine Tappan.
Just get back to playing forward. I think we got a little bit loose once we got up 2 goals. So
Dallas, yeah, I could see that.
Starting on the power play,
Wyatt Johnson.
Any adjustments you need to make on the man advantage?
I mean, we haven't had too many opportunities, especially having one tonight. So I think just sticking to our details and just kind of funneling pucks in the head, and I think that's where we're best.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, his team's up 3-2. They got a minute 43 remaining on that power play to start that third period. We're taking a look.
Not my mantra is I will not throw the tablet. Just chill out, Megan. We gotta play the games. We gotta play the games, We can't get too worked up about it. They're doing a segment with Hank Shimmy Shake, and you know what?
Definitely loosened up. A lot of soft. You should have a dance off between you and Wayne when it's back. Good dancer. He hasn't done it here yet, but we got him a couple times on camera where he's got more aggressive shoulders than you. So you better get in the gym or something. Okay. Yeah. No, I'll work on it. I have a week. It could be those lapels weighing you down, but maybe not. He does have the sweater vest. It's a lot lighter.
Hank suit or the breakdown? Ooh, that's a tough call. Tough one. That is a tough call. Listen, nothing is ever out of place.
They're really leaning into this. You know what? There's a part of me that likes it. There's also a part of me that wishes they would just let us enjoy it and, let it be our thing. We know Hank has amazing suits. We know that we love seeing him on camera. Like, just let us enjoy it. But when they get all hammy about it, I don't know. I think he's wearing a purple tie tonight. I don't know. It wasn't as noticeable as Hank's. Or maybe it's red. I don't remember. Yes, I knew what you meant. It's not as nice of a tie as Dave Haxtell's. No, I am not looking to share Dave Haxtell. He is the head coach, and I respect him as such. Hey, what's up? Scott Music, I like it. You know what? Let's just see what happens. We were down 2-0, and now it's 3-2. So we scored 4 goals in 6 minutes the other night. So we just got to see what happens. It would be great to win this game. The Seattle Kraken have been in a must-win situation, a literal must-win, because I know, this is not a must-win in my opinion for either team because it's not literally a must-win. Like, there's going to be a game 6. We know that. Look at that collar. This is a men's size. You can kind of tell. Fits a little weird. But I wanted a bigger shirt for right now. That's right. At the end of the day, it's anybody's game. Who knows? Hey, Lindsay, welcome. Oh, no. I hope everyone's okay. Youth worker. The friends I was hanging out with, we all worked at a summer program together. So they're still teachers. So it was a lot of hearing them talk about teacher stuff, which I'm used to because a lot of my former colleagues and friends are teachers. My mom is in education. So it's kind of nice. Breaks up. I mean, when I'm with my colleagues, all we do is talk about sports. So most different goal scorers, Seattle with 18 this postseason. Second, New Jersey, RIP. Tampa Bay, RIP. Toronto, and Carolina. Okay, that's good. That's good. I mean, like I said, here's hoping. No, just sending good vibes for the situation, for everything. So, all right, Dallas is up. Power play, 1:26 left, 19:41 in the third period. Starting off with the power play. I'm getting some of my energy back. Here we go. Shots on goal, 21-17 in favor of the Seattle Kraken, but they find themselves down a goal, 3-2 here in the third period. Power play here for Dallas. And I believe we're going to get an offside whistle here. All right, Scott, you got it. Of course. You never know. I just go, yeah, but we got you. Scott, it is. Scott, it is. So grateful to have you. Lindsay, okay, so let's fill Lindsay in. Dallas scored 2 goals in the first period, so the Seattle Kraken coming out of a deficit here. Finally got it going a little bit in the second period. I wouldn't say there's been any drama. Nothing too dramatic per se. Jared McCann got credited with the second Seattle Kraken goal, so that's good. He's now Jared McCann just forced a turnover here, but him and Yanni Gourde a little bit out of sorts there. And McCann's passing has not been great since his return. Case in point right there, in my opinion. So missed opportunity there for Seattle after a good play defensively by Jared McCann. But the chemistry, the timing, yes, passing is about timing, but it's about something else too. And I don't know, it's just a little weird that his passing is very noticeably off, in my opinion. I don't know how y'all feel about Jared McCann's passing. I'm like, bro, what are we doing? All right, let's see what we have. I'm trying to look up the live stats real quick. But Lindsay, I think that pretty much brings us up to snuff. We had a conversation about whether we think Philip Grubauer needs some rest. We had a conversation, of course, about Dave Haxtell's tie, Hank's tie. Oh, come on! Schwartz! I want Schwartz to score. We talked about him a lot on today's episode. Great article. This is his 100th. Oh, gosh! Ooh! 100th playoff game. Woof! Wow. All right. This speed has picked up in the third. Hello. Hope everyone's awake now. Holy cannoli. This is what we need, though. It's what we all need. Let's go. Just a bit outside. It was kind to say he just missed wide. That shot went way wide. Donato, Donnie boy.
That's an adjustment Seattle has had to make. Donato, the natural winger, now playing center, fourth-line center role, and there's certainly added responsibility as opposed to being a winger. A good example of him being in the right space. That's something you want to play, right? Seattle want to be more organized, so Donato certainly knows responsibilities.
Exactly. Hack tie conversation, definitely a staple. Henrik Lundqvist outfit, always a staple. Hey, I'm glad. That's right. Welcome with open arms. We've got some Dallas fans that are watching with us tonight or who have been. I love it. The expected segments of a podcast. There you go. We've created a culture. We got to stick with it. I did have a snack on camera, of course, naturally.
Several of these stars, it's taken away by Pavelski. He'll clear up the middle for Robertson.
Woo, this pace of this third, huh? It's picked up. You can even hear it in the broadcaster, the play-by-play, just getting straight to it, almost radio style, because the speed is accelerated. I mean, the man's got to get a haircut. I don't think it's the haircut. I think it's, I don't know what it is, but Matty B, get big, boy. Let's go. Dallas is big mad. They wanted a penalty there. Meh. Let's go. Let's go. Dave Haxtell always gets haircuts. That's what he does. He likes a clean, he likes a close cut, which I respect. I've got a little more growth myself than I would like. I like a close cut also. So I get it. I get why. Sometimes you gotta get off your neck, man. They said something on the broadcast just now talking about finishing the hit. 14:02 here. You're going to get an icing. So they'll bring it back into, I think that's Seattle, right? Seattle offensive zone. Talked about finishing the hits, and Seattle has been trying to establish a more physical game in this series, a more consistently physical game. But there's a difference, I believe it was Dave Haxtell saying, between just kind of getting physical for the sake of it and then finishing hits, you know, because if you're the one bouncing into the boards, then that doesn't help any. So being intentional, finishing hits has been a focus.
Both these coaches, right, making sure they have a good pulse in the team and giving their players what they need to be sharp and ready on the ice.
Ah! Just trying to leave that off there. Oh, miscue. Yeah, I like it too. I really do. It's a little frantic. Okay, come on, nice and easy. Ooh, he alley-oops it. Talk about finishing a hit. Ooh, good job picking up sticks there by Dallas. They're really strong on the sticks. They really do a good job.
12:33 to go in the third period. And it's a one-goal game with a series lead hanging in the balance.
Series lead hanging in the balance. Oh, baby. Let's go. Who do you think gets the next goal? Drop in the chat who you think. Maddie. I know this is not in response to my question, but Maddie with a nice hit there. Like it. So who do you think gets the next goal? Player or team? Let me know. I think it's a toss-up, honestly, between if Dallas is going to score next or Seattle's going to score next. Obviously, I want Seattle to score next, but if I had to make a guess based on what I'm seeing, it's kind of a toss-up. Maddie or Ollie, I would love Oliver Bjorkstrand to score. I liked his shifts. He had some really nice shifts in the second, I believe, that I liked.
The biggest one they had. And again. Hi, I'm Ben Stiller. As an actor, my job is to make people believe what they're seeing is real. Wow, that's like really good. Or am I just acting? Taste it for yourself and find out.
Stop waiting in line at drive-thrus just to place an order. Use the Domino's app on Apple CarPlay instead.
Okay, what should we get?
Carry out any large one-topping pizzas for $7.99 each when you use the Domino's app on Apple CarPlay.
Ooh, okay. Hoping it's Seattle, and you think we're getting another one from McCann. Okay. Maddie or Ollie, maybe. Seattle's going to score. You know what? A few times OT has crossed my mind today. Again, I looked at so on the podcast today I talked about this. Rupe Hints. Game 1, 5-4 OT winner. OT winner by Yanni Gourde. Game 2 was a 4-2 victory for Dallas. Game 3, 7-2 victory for Seattle. Game 4, 6-3 for Dallas. Seattle likes the odd games, the odd numbered games. Ooh. Excuse me.
Susie flips it for Beniers defensively, bounces away, hands, shields, flips it down the board.
Overall goals, not including this game, although I could do the math if I really wanted to. Coming into this game, Seattle scored 17 goals in the series. Dallas scored 16 goals in the series. So that just shows you how evenly matched these two teams are.
Sagan wins out of the end, lowers his shoulder against Justin Schultz, and Seattle comes away with a puck. Last pass in the region, Schwartz never reached him. Domi in the corner, stops up.
Domi's been having a good series. Kind of broke through last night. Watch your back.
Played with a high stick, but McCann trying to protect himself. The face-off will stay in the Dallas zone.
Here we go. 10:48 left in the third period. Shots on goal, 23, I believe, 18.
Season. Robertson, 109 points. Hintz with 75 points. Pavelski with 77. And just amazing. You look at 35, just over 35% of the team's points this year. You're thinking, that's what you want to find, this chemistry, how well these guys have complemented each other.
Woo! Gotta stretch it out. This is gonna be it's like the rubber match.
2+ years now. No line in the NHL. We're talking perfection lines and the great lines in Carolina and the great lines in Tampa. No line has generated more expected goals over the last 2 years.
And look, I mean, you see some magic from them on the ice in many situations, but it's these moments too, right? The constant learning, talking on the bench to make sure that you guys can be effective the next time you're out on the ice together. And for Pete DeBoer, knowing you've got a line that's dangerous, ready to go. You've got some good choices to make.
Oh no. Okay. I'm trying to get comfy. All right, Thomas. Interesting. Interesting. I like it. Two defensemen as potential next goal scorers. I dig it. I dig it. It's a little bit of a wild, wild west here. Ah! Come on, Seattle.
Just couldn't quite connect with Glendening on the last opportunity. After Larson just sort of loses an edge. And it's Foxa there to pick up the puck. And the nice stick there by Dunn to intercept the pass before it gets across.
What a weird play that was.
Looking on the replay. So what happened? It's good position by Dunn.
Overtime is a possibility, but it's playoff hockey and can definitely be stressful, especially when it comes to games like this one. Exactly. Under the 10-minute mark, halfway through. We are more than halfway through the third period. 3-2 Dallas. Hold on to your hats.
Still 3-2 Dallas in game 5.
It really is, Lindsay. This really is. Ooh, let's stretch. Gonna stretch. Man, I am so tired.
Why make the margaritas too? That's cocktailing on a whole OTL level.
You're never responsible for unauthorized purchases on your Discover card.
Unique style. Cutting edge innovation. And thoughtful details. Inspired by you. From the brand that delivers amazing ownership experiences. This is the first ever all-electric RZ. This is Lexus. Electrified.
Oh no, police car. Wow.
Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches in your hands or feet? Try Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 nerve care company.
I just want this
To relieve nerve aches and be
period to be done with. I'm starting to get anxious, man. Active mic. Let's go. Wyatt Johnston. Let's go. Ah! Ah! Oh my goodness. That was way too close. Come on, boys. Let's get a goal now. Let's get a goal now. 50-50 pucks. Win them. Win them. Ah! Tired. $8:51 left in the third period. Hints. Hey Thomas, we have not been putting the full live stream up on Spotify. No, just on YouTube, but it is available afterwards. That was weird. They didn't call it right away. Looked like a goal to me, obviously. And how do they do this? Oh, maybe it's not a goal. Wait a minute. Let's take a look at this again. Oh, no, it touches twine. It does. It does. I thought from the back angle, not the... It does. It does. It's a goal. It's a goal. It's a goal. It's a goal. Yeah. Yeah. Now, Philip Grubauer goes to poke check that, with his stick, and that has his shoulder out and out of position to shrug that off. Here we go. Yep. And then they get this from below the goal line. Ah! Let's form a West Coast alliance. I'm all about it. Chaos puck. Yep. Come on, boys. Let's go. Pick it up. 8:05 left. Whoop. 8:05 left. Have the Seattle Kraken run out of gas? Depending on how this game goes, that might be the episode topic for tomorrow. Have we run out of gas? Have we run out of gas? It's starting to feel that way. Starting to feel that way. I'm not gonna even lie. All right. Gotta put my protective cover on. Come on, boys. Play below the goal line. That's what I want to see more of. Good poke check away. I think that was Carson Soucy. Where's Vince Dunn been? Is it just me, or have I not seen him a lot in this third period?
We should probably talk about every line for Dallas tonight. It's a good speed we just saw from Domi and Sagan for that line. But here's the look, and it's coming in just flying
21 miles per hour. Not thrilled. Not thrilled. Well, the Firebirds won. All right, Megan, thanks for joining. Yes and no. I said this after game 6 in the Colorado series. If everything before game 6 had happened and and they didn't advance, I would have been fine. But then game 6 happened and I was like, no, we can't go out like this. We can't go out like this, So we'll see what happens. 7-12 left in this game. Where's the dog? Where's the Let's go. Got to get some bark, some giddy up in their step here. Can they do it? I don't know. Are they too exhausted? Are they too tired? I don't know. To be determined. I like this passing. They're sending numbers, which I like. Or just passing into the skates, though. We'll see. No, I mean the Firebirds. The Firebirds won game 1 tonight. There you go. The Thunderbirds, I know they claimed the conference title, right, in the West. So I don't know what the Thunderbirds are doing, but I know the Firebirds had a game tonight and they won. That's correct. I know who the Thunderbirds are. But I was talking about the Firebirds, the Coachella Valley Firebirds. They played Calgary tonight. Yeah, where is Davy Jones the dog? Was that only a last year thing? Even little things like that, like icing the puck. We got to be smart. Thanks, Scott. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. It's not an easy road. Goodness knows we did not have an easy road last year, but there were the building blocks that gave us an opportunity to make the playoff run that we have is exactly what got us here. And that's why, although I don't like how it's looking right now, I have to have faith that the Seattle Kraken will continue to level things up. How long does this run go? Who the heck knows? Oh! Oh my goodness. Was that a save? I got to look back. It happened so fast. Oh, Seattle. Oh. They're calling it a save. It probably did go. It's going off of somebody. Oh. We're having our passes. Dallas doing such a great job. They are clogging the passing lanes with their sticks, and Seattle's not. Ooh. Seattle's not adjusting. Seattle's just not adjusting. Dallas is doing a fantastic job, if I'm being quite honest. All series, I've really liked how they clog up. Now, if I'm Seattle, what I would do is they have to skate through that. If you can hit. I like that Wenberg took that shot. He's got to shoot. If I'm Seattle, what I would do is use a little bit of in basketball, we'd call it a stutter step, but just like, just do a little stutter step and then go. Or in hockey, you'll see that they'll open up their hips and then scoot by. You either open up your hips, and if you feel your defender on this shoulder, then you roll the other way, and vice versa. If the defender's here, so it's not really a pick and roll, but it's shading. It's using your defender and using your body, I should say, to shade the defender, and then get the defender to commit. Do they want to cover you left side? Do they want to cover you right side? And once you can feel that, because you can literally feel it, once you feel that, then you burn by them. I'd like to see Seattle just do a little of those stutter steps or open the hips wide to then cycle around. Yanni Gourde is actually really good at doing that, especially along the boards, which is choice. I love it. But you have to do something, because if they can fool Dallas, I feel like this is too loud. If they can fool Dallas and their sticks again are clogging the lane, I think that if Seattle opens up the hips, does a little stutter step, then what you do is you go right in. You go right down the middle, and you might be able to catch a tripping call or something like that. Now, what does that mean for Seattle? We're not great on the power play, so maybe that's not a strategy you want to deploy, but Seattle can't pass through that. That's not working. They're getting the puck stuck in skates, the puck deflecting off of sticks. So they're going to have to figure out another way to break down that Dallas defense and to get shots up on Ottinger. They're just not doing that right now. We're never where we need to be. Yeah, and that's another thing. 50-50 pucks, don't like that just now. Off of the face-off, talked about it on the podcast. I don't remember if we talked about it yesterday or today, but that day, it must have been, I can't remember. One of those days, Dave Haxel, he had a quote saying, if we had 5 face-offs that were 50-50, could have gone either way, and we lost all 5 of those. So, and then they just lost one just now. You have to be able to play a little more physical, win 50-50 pucks. And Seattle sometimes does okay, but sometimes they don't. We need some chance for the Kraken. I'm telling you. All about it, Thomas. All right. Oof. Empty net for Seattle. 4-2 Dallas with 3:24 left in the game. Bad passing once again. Bad passing once again. Turnover, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Ah. I mean, it's a good play. Sucks that it's against Seattle, but it's a good play. Ugh. Ah. Don't love that for us. Don't love that. All right. Well, it's not looking promising for us right now. Good night. Thanks so much for joining, Lindsay. Is that Adele Williams? ADL Williams? Thanks for joining. Have a good night. Yeah, just not our night. Well, good for them. 4:25 or what? Nope. 2:45 left. Yeah, kind of all of the above. I think the energy was a weird energy that Seattle had. So I want to see them have a good start. That's the easiest, most productive, or like measurable way for them to get more energy is just to have a really strong, energetic start. They've been turning the puck over, especially in the neutral zone. So protect the puck. Gotta protect the puck. just unforced errors. And Dallas capitalized on everything. 1:56 left in the third. Carson Soucy got hit pretty hard. Thanks, Thomas. There we go. Yeah, we'll see, Scott. You know, Seattle can be hit or miss at home. We've talked about it a lot on our live watch parties as well as throughout the season. Under a minute here. Seattle's still fighting, but I'm not sure they're even going to get a shot on net. Doesn't look like it. When the best of 7 series is tied 2-2, Game 5 winner all-time series record 228-61. That's a 78.9% clip. So we shall see. Wow, this is like the longest 45 seconds ever. Seattle resigned almost. 4, there we go. 3, 2, 1. All right. Who's overdue for a big performance in Game 6? Yanni Gourde, Brandon Tanev, Morgan Geekie, Ryan Donato, Vince Dunn. Oh, we need Vince Dunn, baby. That's the answer. I might have to talk about that on the podcast tomorrow. Vince Dunn, where's he been at? All right, must win Saturday. I'll be back home. Thanks for joining, everyone. I'll catch you on the next one. Have a good night.